Hello. Today we're going to be talking about Alex's transition plan. The first portion of this plan focuses on his strengths. He's diligent, reliable, and a hard worker. He hasn't shown any problems being punctual while at work, and he always carries himself in a professional manner. His strengths really focus or really align with math, and he's great with data entry and anything that is within the office space. As far as his preferences, he prefers a working environment that is predictable, involves routines, and consistency. As far as his interests, he's interested in going to the movies. He likes spending time with community activities, and that is great for the work environment. Employers look for people who want to be active with the work community, so I think having that as one of his interests is great for a company to see. The next portion is going to be focused on the measurable post-secondary goals. So the first goal in regards to vocational and community college, I have that Alex will research and apply to 2 vocational or community college programs in seek of a certificate or degree in technology or data entry. So this goal aligns well with his strengths, his interests, and his goals for what he wants to find after graduation. I think 2 is a great number, so you have some variety, and if you don't get accepted into one, then maybe you would the other. It's not too challenging, but I think it's just right. The next goal focuses on employment. So I have maintain a full-time or part-time job in the office space. So I think this goal reflects what Alex wants, and I think it's challenging enough, but not too challenging. So basically, it can be hard to get a full-time job right after graduation. So I included part-time just because sometimes employers want to see you have that experience before hiring you into a full-time position. So I think that is just about measurable. The last goal is independent living. So this is good for Alex's living situation with his parents. I wrote a goal that says, um, while in living with his family, he will focus on developing his money management, transportation, and household management skills. So this could be doing activities with his parents, researching household management or money management techniques or strategy, and just practicing those skills while you're at home. This is an aspect that all kids who just graduated need to focus on and work on. So, what better to do it at home with your parents who have been gaining experience their entire lives? So, the next part of this plan focuses on how we're going to support the IEP goals and services. In the first one, I included developing reading comprehension skills, and I know that that's not directly in line with office work, but reading comprehension is valuable in every facet of the workspace. And ultimately, I think because it is an inefficiency that Alex has, focusing on continuing to support that area will help him, in all areas of working in an office. So I think that will help him a lot on that goal. The second one, I have workplace communication. So essentially gaining experience talking to coworkers or using workplace vocabulary. This can be done through role play with parents, guardians, peers, online platforms, chat bots, really whatever. I think as long as you're talking to something and in real time having to use those office words and vocabulary and talk in a professional manner, that you're gaining experience and you'll be better off when you're actually in that environment. The last one I have as self advocacy. So I think, you know, pushing Alex to speak up for himself, ask questions in the workspace would be huge for his success. So not being scared to pick the brain of his mentors and bosses, trying to be better at be better at what he does than he currently is. I think that's a great aspect to have and a great quality to utilize in the workspace. So moving on to this last couple sections, strategies for a successful transition. So just overarching strategies of how Alex can be successful after graduation. The one that really popped into my mind was routine and predictability. So as long as we look for a career where Alex has a stable job, he has predictable tasks, I think he'll be comfortable and he'll excel there. And as long as we avoid unpredictability, he won't end up in a career that he absolutely hates. So the next one focuses on hands-on skill building. So when Alex is seeking to get better at all these things, I think looking for activities that require you to learn hands-on will be best for skill acquisition. You know, if you're trying to get better at communicating with your employees, it's probably not a good idea to just go read an article on how to do it. It would be best to role play and hands-on learn in real time. So moving on to collaboration strategies. So this focuses on how I can better collaborate with Alex and his parents in as graduation ends and as we move following this plan and trying to accomplish these goals. You know, what can I do to better communicate with you guys and support him in achieving these goals? I think the first one is just schedule regular meetings. So depending on what you guys want, 1 to 2 months I think is typical. And um, if we have to skip one or give more time in between, no worries. It doesn't have to be set in stone 2 months, you know, but that general time frame I think would be beneficial. So the next one would be having open communication. So this strategy is just allowing Alex to contact me whenever he needs. You know, this could be used through some type of online platform like a messenger that we use in schools, just to allow Alex the chance to keep in contact with me on a daily basis for anything he needs. And lastly, I have joint decision making. So if you guys are struggling with decisions and you would rather approach decisions in a team manner, then I'm all for it. I think the more opinions and the more contributions we can have in a conversation will only benefit the decision and help you guys make accurate decisions on what's best for Alex. So overall, when collaborating, I want scheduled meetings 1 to 2 months, open communication to make you guys feel like we can talk whenever. I'll always be here, and joint decision making. So obviously, you guys can make whatever decisions you guys want, but if you choose to do so, you can also collaborate with me, and we can work as a team to make the best possible decision for Alex. So overall, that's the plan, and thank you guys for joining the meeting.